Hey, book lovers, welcome back to Shelf Addiction, the podcast where we dive deep into the pages of thriller and fantasy reads. I'm your host, Tamara. What would you do if a massive, brooding monarch from another dimension started talking to you in your head while you were just trying to survive a Tuesday? Today, we are breaking down Vicious Bonds by Shannora Williams. But first, a quick heads up. If you crave the full visual experience and want to ditch the ads, head on over to Patreon. You'll unlock ad-free video episodes, exclusive after shows, and other bonus content. If you prefer audio-only Spreaker listeners, you are in luck. After shows and exclusives are now available right there. And new to the lineup is Spotify. So if you are subscribed to us and you have access to our premium content, so you can see all the videos and audio you want there as well. Want even more bookish banter? Join our community over on the Book Clubs app. And don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review wherever you're listening. And speaking of community, I am thrilled to welcome back my fantasy series bestie and co-host, Casey from Heartful of Ink. Welcome back, Casey.
Hello, hello. I'm so excited to be here.
I guess technically I should still say Happy New Year to you since this is our first.
Happy New Year.
Yes. Our first of the year.
Yay.
Yes.
Excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too. I will get into that momentarily. You can find the links below on how to follow Casey and myself, as well as the podcast in general. So click around, do all the things. We appreciate you for doing that. But before we dive in, I want to remind you that we discuss full spoilers here during book chat. So spoiler alert, you've been warned. Today we are discussing Vicious Bonds, the first book in the Tethers trilogy written by Shannora Williams. The audiobook is narrated by Shane East and or Nash. Published February 9th, 2023 by Platinum Queen Press, and the audiobook was published by the author. The ebook is 468 pages, and the unabridged audio is 12 hours and 24 minutes. Casey, would you kindly share the synopsis?
A mortal woman, a feared ruler, a bond forged by fate, and a world determined to tear them apart. Falling through a portal and into a darker universe was never on my agenda, and neither was landing in the sights of an angry wolf and a cold-eyed ruler with a gun in his hand. This man is feared, untouchable, and everything I should avoid. Too bad fate chose him as my mate. Our ancient bond snaps into place the moment we meet and is impossible to ignore. And to make matters worse, we can hear each other's thoughts. That's every sharp insult, every secret, every spark of desire we refuse to acknowledge. Neither of us signed up for this. He wants me gone and I need to get home, so he agrees to help me find a way back to Earth. But danger hunts us at every turn, from ruthless enemies to corrupt magic and a soul-devouring monster drawn to power we'd unlock if we remain together. Eventually, the man who swore he wanted nothing to do with me is now willing to do anything to protect me. I tell myself it's only the bond, that the heat in his gaze and the hunger in his thoughts aren't real. But resisting him and destiny may be far more dangerous than surrendering. Because one thing fate will never accept is refusal.
So, high level, when you finished the last page, what did you think?
I am so excited because it was like a real ass cliffhanger.
Yes.
Like a real ass, deadly ass cliffhanger. And I was like, ooh, it's been a while since I've had one of these.
I
love
agree.
it. So excited.
I was also kind of like, wait a minute, I thought we were going to see her brother. I was waiting to see her brother. I'm like, no, we didn't. Oh, not yet.
Can we dive into that whole subplot for just a second?
Yes.
Because from the beginning, as soon as she was like, my twin brother is missing, and then she's like, oh, I'm going into a different world. I was like, oh, your twin brother's in the other world, right? Duh.
And what's funny is she never even thought of that.
She didn't.
No, until she's talking to Kaz about him, and he's like,
and Kaz
what if
like,
he's here?
Don't you think he's here? And I was like, thank God you mentioned this. But like, I've been thinking that the whole time. I kept expecting her to see him.
Yeah.
And there are a few times when she was like, oh my God, I recognize this face. And I was like, is it your brother?
Right.
No, it wasn't. It was never her brother.
Yeah, I kept waiting the whole book. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, you really don't think he's gone now that you've been to this other world?
Exactly. Like, he just disappeared. There was no body. He left all of his stuff.
No trace.
You don't think he's in this world?
Mm-hmm.
So at the end, I thought he might be the one betraying them and like trying to sabotage them. But it wasn't him. So
no, I thought maybe he was doing it as well because to protect his bonded, like cold bonded person. Because I'm like, if
Mhm.
you have a bond, he has one because you're twins,
Mhm.
and we heard the story.
Yep.
So I'm thinking, well, maybe he's being forced to do it, and it wasn't him. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. So I'm thinking he's the couple that are in that. He's half of that couple
Yeah.
that are in that
Yeah,
zone
that
that's
that
like
was my
scary.
other thought, was that's gonna
Yeah.
be him. And also, she made the note to let us know that time moves differently. So it
Hmm.
was like a week in the new realm and only 2 days on Earth.
Yeah. It's like,
So if he's been gone for 2 years on Earth, it'll probably be like, I don't know, 4 years, 8 years. Math is hard.
yeah. So I'm gonna guess about 2.5 times faster than Earth.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
So he'll
So,
be in like a deep 5-year relationship at this point.
huh? Yeah, but if I were her, honestly, I'd be pissed off at my twin. Like, how dare you try not to come back here and send me a fucking message? You deserve a slap in the face for that one.
Exactly.
How
If your
dare
twin
you?
just disappeared, no.
Yeah.
He could have come back and given her a message.
Yeah, he could have sent her a note. I don't know, from wherever he popped out of his portal, send her a
Mhm,
letter or some shit. I don't know. That
mhm.
was the rudest thing. So when we come
Yes.
back together with him, it better
Mhm.
be some come to Jesus.
Absolutely. Absolutely. If there's not a come to Jesus moment, I will throw the book away.
Okay, so yay. All right, I'm getting the good vibe. We both kind of liked it, I
I think
think.
we did. I think we
Okay,
did.
I'm
I mean, okay,
cautiously
so
optimistic. Okay.
overall, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Not the best story, but like a really solid 4-star, really good. And I don't know, I feel like this conversation's gonna sway me one way or the other, but like I'm feeling really optimistic about it.
Well, I am too. So I'm sitting here trying to debate my rating now. I'm kind of in between two things right now,
Mhm. Mhm.
but we'll see how this conversation goes. Because I had a good time with it. Honestly, I was scared when I started it. I was like nervous because I had read Shannora Williams in the past. I had read her, I guess I would say it's like a suspense slash thriller. I had read the book The Wife before, and it was a 3-star read for me. It was fine. It had a lot
Mhm.
of good conversation for the book club that, this is my real world book club.
Yeah.
We had a lot to say. So I'm like, okay, that could be good or bad because this is a totally different genre. So, and also this, I think I can say from book one, this has been severely overlooked. I would have thought more people would have read this.
Oh yeah, no, it hits all of the great tropes.
Hmm.
It's hella diverse.
Hmm.
Honestly, I thought Kaz was black for the first half of the book, and then she's like, he's a white man. And I was like, what?
Yeah, a white
His
man
mother's
with
black, but
blue
he's white.
eyes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, I thought he was black. I was picturing as a black man the whole time.
really? Like I knew
I
he
was
was
like for the
white.
first half of the book, and then she starts talking about how like we're black and white. And I was like, excuse me, what? I thought he was a black man. Because
No,
he said his mother has the same skin tone
yeah,
as her. So I was
yeah.
like, okay, if your mother's this black, you're also black.
See, and the first thing I thought is, oh, he's mixed or adopted.
No, I thought he was black. Oh my god. No, I have to like change my whole mental picture of him.
Yeah, he's white. He looks white. So I'm curious to see once, because he still hasn't told her, like, really what happened to his mother.
Mm-mm.
So either, like I said, either he is biracial or he's adopted and she took him in or something, because it kind of reminds me of this character. I can't remember what book it was now. Um but it was the scammer. Oh my god, the other book for shelf addiction. But this character, he kind of goes to this black school and he has all black friends, and the other main character keeps saying to him, "Who raised you? What old black woman raised you? Why you talk like this?" And it comes together. So that's how I'm thinking of Cass. I'm like, what? Yeah, you don't talk like black, like you're black, but it's giving that vibe. So I'm like, okay, this is fun. This could be cute. So what do you think about Cass as a hero, quote unquote?
Sold on him yet. I don't hate him. Like he's just the average romance hero. Like or the average romantasy hero, I should say.
Okay.
Because he seems like every other guy we've met. He's the ruler. He's kind of depressed, but he's really violent. he pushes her away, but then has to have all the sex with her. Like, it just there wasn't anything about him that really stood out to me as like, "Oh, he's better than everybody else," or "I hate him more than everybody else." Like, I don't hate him. He
Mhm.
was just very mid-level to me, if that makes sense.
Okay, that's fair. I think that okay, out the gate, I think I tend to more like him than not. He's
Okay.
definitely not high on my list of quote unquote book boyfriends per se,
Yeah.
but he's definitely not bland. He's not bland. He does this. There are a lot of the typical tropes in this book, but I would expect that from a romantic book. So I'm not put out by that.
Yeah, same.
And I think their banter is kind of fun. So I'm on board to see how it develops. I think the more they're together, once he gets out of the situation
Mhm.
he's in, the more fun it's gonna be to read for them, read them
Same. Yeah,
together.
no, I think because they did get better throughout the book. At first he's the grumpy asshole who, like, won't even give her 2 words. He's just grunt at her, which is so common.
Mhm.
But I don't know, there was just nothing about him that really stood out to me as like, "Oh, he's different." Because he's traumatized. He lost his mother. He went through all of this horrible stuff. Now he's a leader. Now he's on drugs. Now he's suicidal. Now I have to be the lone wolf. Nobody ever comes into my house.
Well, he also has this affliction where he doesn't like people touching him. Like, it brings him physical pain for people to touch him in any kind of way. So he self-medicates through drugs
Yeah.
and things like that so he can even get laid. It's, like, awful. Um, so I guess there's that, but I am curious to see if they explain why he has that and how. I guess it's gonna come out when we learn more about his mother probably, or maybe even who his father is, more about that.
I couldn't quite tell if he was saying that, like, he felt this way as a baby, like he came straight out of the womb feeling like he didn't want to be touched, or if this came after he was abducted and forced to fight.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't tell.
So, yeah.
But to have, like, a physical pain, like, that makes me wonder, is it, like, a mental thing, or is it, like, for real, like, a legit you have physical pain when people touch you?
I
So
mean, he definitely had physical pain, but it could
mhm,
be a mental thing,
mhm.
not just, like a physical and mental thing.
Yeah, so the author has to really delve into that a little more, I think. I hope she doesn't kinda move on from it. It's still kinda coming up all the way through the end of the book, really. It still comes up a
Yeah.
little bit, so I hope we get more clarification on that situation
Yes.
and actually find out what exactly happened to his mother. Um,
Yeah. No, I need that story. I need
yeah,
that story
which
stat.
I think that's either gonna make us it probably will make us like Kaz more, to be honest. We're gonna be
Boy.
like, "Oh, no, he's such a
Such a
tortured
tragic
soul.
boy. No.
He deserves happiness."
I mean, everybody does, but yeah,
Yeah.
no, there's something's gonna come out soon.
Yeah, especially now, he's in a really tight situation right now. And I was honestly so I'm just gonna switch gears just a little bit
Yeah,
because I
please.
was not surprised at all at the end because earlier in the book, one of the people said, "Hey, this thing could show up as anyone you know."
Mhm.
They told you that.
Mhm.
And then I kept waiting. I'm like, "So when's it gonna
Yep.
happen?"
Yep. When's it gonna happen? Who's it gonna again, that's kind of why I kept thinking of Warren, because, like, Warren was my number 1. I was like, "Warren's gonna show up, and she's gonna freak out and be like, 'Oh my god, it's my brother,' because, she would run to her brother, and then if it turned into the bad guy, too late."
Mhm,
But I did not trust anyone, or I still don't trust any of the secondary characters.
mhm.
Not his cousins, not Beatrix, not Alora. I don't trust any of them.
Hmm. None of them, huh?
None of them. There's something suspicious about Alora. I don't know. And she's just like too friendly, if that makes sense. And I know she's like friends with everybody and she's trying to be Switzerland in her little kingdom and having agreements with every party and every kingdom. And she's like, it doesn't matter. Everybody can be here, but you're
Mhm,
still my favorite and I'll still cover for you. And I'm like, I don't think she was going to be the ultimate bad guy, but think she's gonna betray them somehow for political reasons.
I could see that, although I would like her to be the good person that she appears to be. I know she's, like
Uh-huh.
you said, Switzerland, right? She's trying to kind of stay out of it by like making them stay in the castle and not go out after that whole fiasco. She's trying to keep the peace, I think, but I think she also does really like Cass as a person and does care about him.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I think if she does end up portraying him directly in some kind of way, it's going to be out of necessity, not because she wants to. And if she does that, she's going to die.
Well, no, I'm pretty sure she's gonna die before the end of the series, and I don't know, there's just something about her where I was like, "I just don't trust you at all."
Hmm.
And I didn't think she was gonna hurt them for the tether. Maybe she will, but, like, I think it's gonna be some kind of political move.
Hmm. I
That's
could see
my
that.
that's my
Yeah, it's a solid theory, I think, because we've already seen how, what was the woman what was the woman they went to for the information who lied to them? What was her
Beatrice.
name? Beatrice, yeah. So she already tried to right the wrong, but almost died for it.
Mhm. But also, I was like, "Did Alora make you lie, or did you just choose to lie on your own?" Like, I was a little confused by that.
Yeah.
But,
Like, why lie? What's the purpose of the
yeah, why
lying?
lie? What was the point?
Yeah, so we've got to
Who
delve
was
into that.
threatening you before?
Mhm. Mhm. Because now so apparently this cold tether, they were told this tether will kill you. If you're together, it's going to cause more pain and misery, and you guys will eventually die, the both of you. So it's
Mm,
better that you just go back, Willow, go back to your place, your residence in this you know, other world, and Cass, you just stay here and never, don't fall in love, don't mess around, don't do nothing, and
mm.
you will survive this. And there's this other being that's after your tether. So if you guys stay away from each other, this thing won't come for you. And that's all a lie.
All of it is a lie.
As
Yeah,
we knew, I mean, honestly, as the reader,
obviously.
we knew that was a lie because that thing was like trying to get her before she even met him. So if the tether was the cause, that's not the truth.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. So, and like, why the hell didn't Willow think of this? Like, this thing was showing me, like, trying to scare me before I even met Cass. So, Willow is so dumb sometimes.
Liked Willow. I thought she was able to be really vulnerable in this book in a way a lot of Black women aren't allowed to be vulnerable, so I really appreciated that. But you're right, she was so dumb so many times,
Yeah,
and I
it's
was just like,
like,
"Come on, girl, get your head out of your ass. You're
so
smarter than this."
there are some things about Willow that are very contradictory. So, we already know that Willow is like, what, 27 ish, around there?
I think 27.
Yeah. Because her brother disappeared when they were 25. And it's been a couple years. So she's between 27 and 28 years old. So she's not a
Yeah,
child.
but their birthday's coming up, and they didn't mention the number, so I don't know if they're turning 27 or turning 28 now.
Right. So around there. So we know that Willow smokes weed. She drinks. She self medicates as well, same as Cass, for different reasons. And she knows she has this boyfriend that's trash, but she's scared to get rid of him.
Mhm.
She seems very smart in some ways and just so stupid in others.
So dumb.
Yeah. And I'm
It's like
just,
a lack of emotional intelligence in a way where,
mhm.
like, she's really, really smart, but then when it comes to emotions, like, okay, you know your boyfriend who's not your boyfriend, he's a situationship, but you know he's controlling, you know he's abusive, you know he's saying he's your boyfriend even if you haven't said it, and
Mhm.
yet you're still going back to him, you're still accepting him, you still let him have your key to your apartment.
Like, how did he even end up with a key? Why didn't you change your key? It's so weird.
Exactly.
And it's like, it comes up here and there when she thinks his name, and she's like, "Who's
Mhm.
this person? What did they do to you?" And she's like, "Let's not talk about that right now. We got other stuff to talk about," which is true at the moment. But I'm like, I don't understand why her character is this way. Like, obviously, she's a rock star at her job, right? People just love her ability to plan these parties and do all this stuff. Her friend knows she's super smart. She
Yep.
has good friendships.
Yep.
I don't understand this at all. And I know if her twin were around, she wouldn't be tolerating this. So
No, no,
I
she
have a
has it's that deep, deep rooted fear of abandonment that's really fucking with her because
mhm.
her mother left or died. And then her father was a bad father who kicked them out at 18. And then her twin abandoned her. And then like I think somebody else left her. And every time Cass was walking away, she was like, "Are you leaving me? Are you leaving me?"
Yeah, she clearly has abandonment issues, but I still I don't know, I'm having a hard time grasping that. Like, she doesn't seem like the type of character that would just like, during some of those scenes with Garrett, you could tell she felt like something bad was gonna happen. She
Absolutely.
knew this guy is not good. She was like, how can I approach this delicately? How can I, da, da, da? And then eventually she just had enough and kind of told him, get the fuck out of there. She just had
Mhm.
enough. And in that moment, I'm like, oh shit, did you just welcome the beatdown of your life? What's going to happen right now?
I know, I was so worried. I was like, "I'm glad you're doing this
Yeah.
in public because I feel like he's going to hit you."
Uh-huh.
And
It's only a matter of
thankfully,
time.
you're not. Yeah, thankfully you're not in the apartment because that's not.
Right.
No,
So
he's gonna hit you.
the author was really treading lightly with that, I think. Like, she didn't cross the line with that character, but he's still around. He's still mad at her for basically saying, kick rocks.
Yep,
So that's going to be a problem later. We're going to have to revisit this. It's not done.
absolutely. No, he's not going away. Even if she
Hmm.
stays in the other realm, somehow he's gonna come up as a problem again.
Yeah. And that's not, whenever that is, it's not going to be good. She going to have to pull out her newly used firearms that she now carries and they take him out
Her gun
because
that she doesn't want to have.
yeah, I'm like, "Girl, I don't understand why you tolerate this. You seem like the kind of person that don't need to take this bullshit." So I don't understand how she even let it get that far. She could have dated
Again, it
someone
was
else.
just
She's a
that
cute
deep.
girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like he was the only slim like she had slim pickings and this was the only guy. So I'm like, what was it about him? Maybe if the author showed us a little bit into the past and how she got connected with him, that would make me understand a little more because he just is from the minute he came on the page, he was trash immediately.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
So,
no, he was trash from the first page,
yeah.
literally. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was awful. And you're right. I do think we need to see a little bit more of that history
Mhm.
or like really see her overcome him in the different books.
Yeah. Because we even found out that, her best friend did not tell him about her
Yeah,
brother,
no, he knows
Warren.
about it. That was the
Yeah.
other red flag. I was like, okay, so is he from the other realm? Is he using her for Warren somehow?
Mhm.
Or, I was theorizing, like, is he working with Warren if Warren is the bad guy? Like, did they infiltrate years ago? Because he's been around for at least a year, I think she
At
said.
least, yeah. So it's so
So,
strange. So there's more connections there that we don't have yet
yeah, yeah,
because that's definitely strange.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm curious to see what the author reveals with that, but I am waiting for that guy to get his because he's got it coming.
Absolutely. That'll be the most beautiful smackdown.
And I hope it's Willow that does it. Like, I'm sure the whole touch her and die thing is cute, but I'd rather a woman take care of her own trash. Take the trash out.
Exactly. No, she needs to shoot him in the head. She needs to walk away.
Yeah. And if somehow he finds himself in this other world, she can do it without any repercussion
Exactly.
because they just
Or
kill
she could do it
people.
on Earth and then go into the other realm and
Yeah.
nobody will ever
And
find
never
her
come
again.
back. But she don't leave her bestie. She's not going to leave her friend. I don't know. They're going
I
to
feel like
find a
she'd
way.
bring Fable. Is her name
Something.
Fable?
I'm not sure. Something like that. That sounds right.
I
Yeah,
think
she
so.
should bring her
Yeah.
over because maybe she can connect with that other mean ass motherfucker on Cass's team that just cannot stand the fact that he's with Willow.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that would be a beautiful pairing.
Yeah, that would be really fun to see. Oh, that guy is the worst. He is just so rude about everything. But I don't think he would be a traitor though.
No,
These
yeah, I was
two.
about to say, he's the only one I actually trust because he says what he's thinking out loud
Mhm.
and, will fight Cass to be like, "I think you're being a dumb bitch right now." And then they
Yeah.
beat each other up.
Yeah.
Like, I trust him to that extent. Rowan, we don't know enough about Rowan.
No, we don't.
I don't know enough about Rowan. I know he is Killian's brother. I know he grew up with Kaz, but I'm just like, I don't know.
They're all
There's something about
cousins,
you.
aren't they?
Yeah,
So,
they're all cousins.
yeah.
And then their sister Juniper, I know she was traumatized as a child, and like
I
that's
tend to
why she
trust
acts
her.
out. I don't
Yeah.
trust her.
I trust her. Like, she almost got her ass beat and murdered. I'm like, at least they didn't attack her in that way when they got her. I was like, "Oh
Yeah.
my god," when those people had her in the ring and stuff, I'm like, "Oh my god, did they?" After finding out about that teacher harassing her and molesting her, I feel like I could trust her. She's got rough edges, and there's a reason why she's so volatile and quick to blow someone's head off, which I find acceptable.
Yes, no, absolutely acceptable, 100%. But there's
Yeah.
just something like Allura. Like Alora's my number one traitor, but Juniper might betray everybody. Not
Hmm.
intentionally, but I feel like she would do her, I don't want to listen to you. I have to go out and do my own thing and then get caught and then like either
I feel
be
like
blackmailed into bringing the brothers or her brothers in or just like,
mm,
I feel like she might do something like that. Not because
maybe.
she hates them, but because like
Yeah, maybe, maybe not. No, not her. I feel like she's in like Flynn. I mean, like she has no. That's all she knows. The Blackwater and her cousins and brother.
mhm.
Her mother. Right, her mother is with
Yeah.
them. That's all she knows, and I can't see her thinking anything else is better than that. And she
Well,
doesn't
no,
have a
she
love
said she
interest.
kind of wants to move to Alora's realm, whatever that world name is. I'm blanking on that.
Yeah, she
But
said it's nice to
she's
be
like,
there,
it's too rich, but I want to be here because they have better clothes.
which
So
is
I
totally
was thinking
vain.
like it might be like she moves there, gets into debt, has to fight off somebody, betray her brothers for money because blackmail. Like it, and I
Nah,
don't see her like willingly wanting to betray them, but just like getting herself into trouble and that happens, if that makes sense. Like I'm not
I
she's
hope
not a
you're
bad
wrong.
person.
I hope you're
I
wrong
hope
because
I am too, but
that would
that's
suck. That would
I don't know
suck.
why this time I was like, I just don't trust any of these side characters.
I mean,
So
they're all his family. So
I know.
someone in that clique is going to, well, that one guy did. He was from Blackwater, the one guy who was at the end there, and she recognized him. So there was someone from Blackwater that was involved with, attacking that woman.
Alexei, he was in the other realm, but his name starts with an M, and I want to call him Mason, but that's wrong. I know that's wrong.
Mhm.
Um, the healer, what is his
Yeah.
name?
Oh, it starts with an M.
Yeah,
Magnus?
it starts
No.
with an M, and it's like Martin or Marvin or something.
Let's see if I can find out. And I didn't even bring my Kindle in here.
I have my Kindle. I'm trying to search Manx, Manx,
Manx. Oh, I should have known it
Dr.
was
Manx.
Manx.
Sorry, I don't know why I just like blanked on his name. But
I did
anyway,
too.
yeah, they were in that little healing realm where nobody can enter if you have bad intentions, or if you have bad intentions there, it'll blow you up.
Mhm.
Except Kaz thought about stabbing somebody with a pen in the library and he didn't blow up.
Yeah.
But I don't know if
But
that's
maybe it was
like
because it was,
just a pen.
or yeah, maybe it was because it was a pen, maybe because it wasn't malicious. Like, and by that I mean if someone attacks me, I'm gonna fight back versus I'm here to kill someone. Maybe the intent
Maybe.
matters.
Yeah. But
I don't
also,
know.
I've seen the John Wick movies and he kills people with pencils. So I feel like Kaz could absolutely kill somebody with a
Well, he
pen.
definitely could. Just get him in the eyeball or something, in the neck,
Right?
in the artery. They're done. I don't
But
know. I
anyway, yeah,
guess.
no, Alexei was from there too, so he's not technically like from Blackwater.
Mhm. Mhm.
But
Side note, I don't know if we came up with Willow's friend, but it's Faye. Did we say Faye?
oh, I said Fable. It's
Okay, it's
Faye.
Faye. Yeah, I think so. No, it's like it just came to me. I don't know why I be blanking. Well, sometimes these books, they have so many names, so many
They have
characters.
so many characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's Faye. I don't know why I called well, she owns a bookstore. So
Yeah.
books. That's why I called her Fable. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I love that she owns a bookstore too, by the
I
way.
do too.
I love that. Let's talk about these wolves. Not
Ooh,
Silvera.
I mean, as a dog lover, I love both of these wolves, but that
Yeah.
name is wild.
That name is kind of bad. I'm like, you could just call her Silver. It doesn't have to be Silvera. I'm like, that sound bad.
Why the extra A? It's not necessary.
Even Cass is like, that name is bad.
Bad name. Terrible name.
But I think that was really cool how the author used the wolves, especially Silvera, for Willow, and how she was able to like see through the wolf without being there.
Mhm.
That was kind of a cool thing.
It was really cool, actually. Like, I thought that was a really fun way to bring back, you know, the other realm without
Mm-hmm.
her going like, I need to do whatever spell or whatever. She's like, nope, I'm just gonna get high and think about my wolf. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, I gotta respect that. Because that's
Yeah.
honestly what I would do. I'd be like, yeah, let's get high and think about my dog.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I would like a wolf too. Can I get a wolf pet or a little partner in crime? That would be great.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. Please and
I love
thank you.
that. Yeah, I mean, it's really cool. And like how the she's able to just find Cass's wolf, then find him, and it's like they were used well in the plot.
Yes.
They weren't just
Yes.
randomly there just to just kill people. I like how she utilized the wolves. Okay, let's take a quick break. Check out these commercials by listening to those. You are supporting the podcast. Click around, do all the things. Don't forget to like and share while we're on the break. And when we come back, we'll finish our conversation, give our ratings, and you don't want to miss that. Welcome back. Let's continue. Let's talk about the world building a little bit. So we're talking like portals here in this world. She portaled to a different world, a very similar world,
Yes.
but not. Similar, but not.
Yes.
Like, so some things I caught something I think that shouldn't have been.
Okay.
So, you know how all the drinks and things are different?
Yeah.
At one point, after she goes back, I think Cass goes and he's like thinking about getting someone offers him something to drink and he says, I'll
Yeah.
take a whiskey. I'm like, whiskey?
Yes, I saw that too. He was on the train to go meet the council. And the attendant was like, what do you want? He's like, I'll just take a whiskey because
like,
that's basic.
I said wrong. You should have said blue whatever or sparkle something.
Yeah, no, his friend or his cousin got the blue drink. I feel like they mentioned gin at some point in the book too, somewhere, but I caught that whiskey one too, and I was like, that's wrong. You
Yeah,
shouldn't be drinking whiskey.
I agree. I think that broke continuity because the things that the author decided to make different was the food and drink. The food and drink were different fruits, different.
Yeah.
Like they were.
And for the most part, it was like I thought it was really interesting how she came up with all the different fruits in each different kingdom too. Like it wasn't just okay across the board. Everybody has this black fruit. It was like no, black fruit is only here. We have this apple thing. We have this kind of mango thing. But like she described it really well.
Yeah. Different.
The other thing that I
and...
noticed, like the whiskey, was the language. So in the other realm, there wasn't a lot of slang anywhere. Like everybody just said the same stuff everywhere. Everything was fine. And then at the end, she mentioned the word bestie to him. And he's like, what does that even mean? And I was like, why does Earth get to have slang, but you don't have slang here?
I don't know.
That was one thing that I was like, okay, we need to talk about the language just a little bit. Because if you have different realms, yeah, they all kind of talked like what's that one show with Cillian Murphy when he's in the hat?
I don't know.
It's like it's set in the 1920s, the Irish mob.
I don't think I watched it.
Peaky Blinders.
Okay,
yeah, so they all kind of sounded like Peaky Blinders.
Okay.
Which was, it was set, she said it was like the 1920s. It was like Great Gatsby met something.
So I didn't get that feeling though. I didn't feel it. So I'm like, it seems modern also, but different. So, like, they
Yeah.
talked about, like, they had cars, right? They had
Mhm.
cars.
They had
They
cars and guns,
they had
but they
cars and
dressed kind of
they
old school
dressed.
style.
I think I wouldn't say old school. I think it depends on what region you're from
Mm,
because, like, some of them had, like, earthy tones, right? It
yes.
felt very, like, almost divergent feeling. You know, when you go to these different groups and areas, you have completely different color tones and palettes. You have different foods. You kind of just act differently. You have different morals and things like that. It felt
Yes.
very that. But I don't know. I just felt like the connections between this place and Earth were too similar. Almost. I want it, and I understand, like, it makes it feel more urban and easy to read because there's not a lot of differences. But I also feel like it makes it less fantastical because there weren't enough differences.
I agree. Yes, because this realm is magical, but it didn't have a lot of magic in it, right?
Mm,
We
mhm,
had that really one wonderful magical fight scene early on at the party with Juniper and her friend Hammy or Hanny, and Hanny and that guy, I think it was Tom,
mhm,
were floating in the air shooting like fireballs at each other or
mhm.
something. And I was like, "Oh, this is so cool. We're going to get more of this." And then that was it. That was the
Yeah.
only time anybody floated. That was the only time there was any sort of, like, real magic on the page outside
Mhm.
of, the tether and the villains and such and the potions. But, like, floating and fireballs.
Yeah, we
I
needed
wanted
more
more of that.
magic. Yeah, we needed a lot more magic. We needed a lot more riding horses.
Yes.
Maybe don't have cars at all. I don't know. Just something like I know their communication wasn't a cell phone. Instead, it was a telecommunicator or something that
Yeah.
was kind of
Like,
felt beeperish a little bit.
it did feel like a beeper.
I'm like, what? You can't really just pick it up and talk? So I'm like, okay. So I don't know. I just wanted more differences because they started to blend a little bit to me, if that makes sense. I
Yes.
just wish it were
Yes.
more. Oh, I crossed into the portal and now I
It's
don't know.
fantasy world. It's so
Yeah.
different in this fantasy world. Yes. I
Yeah.
wanted a lot more of that.
Yeah. So I think the author could have done it a little bit more to make it more fantastical and less urban feeling.
Yes. I
So
agree.
if that's one thing I could nitpick, it would be that. And I
Yep.
feel like now that we're back in this world and she's probably not going home anytime soon, this place, was it Vakili or something? It's just going to end up feeling like Earth. Vakili is going to just
Mhm.
feel like Earth because the comparisons are probably going to fade. It's going to be some more weird fruit or some shit. I don't know. But that's
I
pretty much
mean,
it.
I hope there's more fighting. I hope there's more magical fighting coming up. I hope there's
Yeah.
more animals or something that comes up.
Hmm. Something. Or maybe she
Something.
gains some kind of magical power while she's there. Something.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
would be
know.
fun. That would be
Yeah,
cool. If she started floating in the air, hell yeah, that would be fantastic.
because I mean, that was one of the major things that cats had, like, "Okay, dude, you don't have any kinda nothing, so it's
Mhm.
dangerous for you here, and once they find out who you are, it's gonna be even more dangerous. You can't even defend yourself." So, I don't know. I just again, like, you got this girl who seems very smart in one way and naive in another. So, she's a really a dichotomy of a personality.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, and Cass is not that. He's very all the things you expect. He's logical,
Mhm.
he's, you know, but she's the one hand, I know stuff, in other hand, I can't use a gun. I'm like, girl, shoot, point and shoot, point and shoot. I know that.
Point and shoot. Yes, point and shoot.
Like, my gosh. But I'm hoping that Willow rubs off on me a little more. Like, I don't dislike her by any
Uh-huh.
means, but she's definitely not my favorite. Not yet.
See, I like her more than I like Kaz.
Mm,
Not
I
that
like him
I
more.
hate him, but again, like, I feel like I connected with her more than I connected with him, and I have more empathy for her than I have for him. As we dive deeper into his story and learn about his mother, I will probably have more empathy for him.
See, and I don't feel that way, and that makes me sad because I'm like, as a fellow Black girl, I want to empathize with you. I want to see your point of
Exactly.
view, but I don't. I'm like, dude, what's wrong with you? I'm like, get your shit together. Were you raised in a Black household or not? Like, why are you acting like this? I don't know. That might sound kind of mean how I said that, but that's how I feel sometimes about Willow's character. I'm like, every once in a while, I'm like, I'm in a dangerous world. I'm not going to shy away. I'm like, give me a weapon. I'm looking for a heroine that says, I can protect myself. Give me a weapon.
Right?
Not
I
someone.
feel like she should have been more based off of her life and living a shitty life with a shitty dad and a brother. Like, she should be more open to violence or like
Right.
standing up for herself.
Right.
But she went the complete opposite way to the point where
Look,
she's so passive and she's like,
yes.
I don't need a gun. I don't even need like
which is
pepper spray
odd
or anything.
because she points out things and like, girl, you're Black in America. And you go
Yeah.
over there and you see they still racist in a different world.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, I'd be like, oh, you can kill people and nothing happens to you? I need a weapon.
I'm gonna teach these people that racism is bad.
It just seems like she's so unrelatable to me as a Black woman, and that bothers me.
Yeah. No, that's
So I want to relate to her. I want to understand her, but I'm not there yet. Hopefully now that this has happened to Cass, maybe she will grow a pair.
I hope so. I really hope so. I want her to be the biggest badass.
Yeah, and I mean, I can understand, like, even when she went into that place trying to be undercover, I'm like, what kind of bullshit is this? You are the weakest undercover I've ever seen. And you can't even fake the funk. I'm like, didn't you went to high school,
She couldn't fake like a single line of dialogue, like the
I
whole
know.
time.
It was
She had to have
bad.
Cass coaching her in her mind.
It was bad. I'm like, haven't you ever gone to a club and act like you were somewhere you weren't supposed to be? Why are you acting so silly? I just like, so those things really bothered me about her. Like, you couldn't even fake it. And then like when this guy like starts giving you something to drink, come on, where's your common sense, girl? Sip it.
That one, she did say he was forcing her to do it because he had the mind powers, but like
Cass is telling her, do not drink anymore.
Drink anything somebody gives you. Any woman in America knows that.
At least
every
fight
woman
it.
in America.
She didn't even try really. And Cass is like, stop drinking that.
Yeah. He was like, and that's when she was like, he's making me.
But I don't think, and I couldn't tell at that moment, it was actually mind control. I just thought he was being aggressive to her. So she thought she didn't have a choice but to drink it.
Actually possible. I just interpreted it as he was using the mind control because the Rippies have mind control powers. So that's what I assumed.
Because she had,
but you could be right.
When she had the cup before they went down the stairs, right?
And she took a sip upstairs.
I would have tripped and fell and dropped it.
Because you're smart. Because you're smart.
She don't have no survival instinct in this bitch.
None. She has none.
That's what I don't understand. I don't understand. Someone so, been through life, you've had some hard times, how can you just be so timid? I did not.
Right?
Again, Willow, girl, I want to like you. Get your shit together.
Get your shit together. Yeah. No, I'm liking her less and less. The whole time I was like, okay, I can kind of get behind you, but no, you're proving me.
Dude, I found any way not to drink that stuff. After the first sip,
right?
I would have found any way not to drink it.
Not even a first sip. Like you pick it up and you drop it, or you pick it up and you stumble.
Yeah. She's like, Cass, help me. Jeez. So I don't know. So yeah, I'm not sure what the author was trying to have us feel about Willow, but whatever it was, it missed the mark for me. Now, there's still room to grow, right? I'm still invested. I want to see them together. I want to see her turn into a different character. And I think the author has made a lot of space for her to change.
Yes, there's a lot of space for her to grow.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited to see all of her growth.
Yeah, because now she has kind of like a found family. She got to figure out what the hell happened to her man. Like, what happened? So maybe she's just going to get a little tougher.
Do we think he's dead?
No.
Based off that last line?
No, I don't think he's dead.
I mean, of course not. It's a romance.
Yeah.
But the last line is like everything goes dark. So
he's in some kind of like magical coma or something. What do you think?
I'm reading. Okay. Those are the last words I hear before my body is chained in ice and my vision turns black.
Yeah, he's, like, in some kind of
Kind of coma.
magical
Yeah.
yeah, like, a frozen state somewhere in his mind, but his body is still there. Because
So
his
she'll have to
body is
fix them. She'll have to use magic to fix them.
yeah, she's gonna be an adventure to find something to fix him. So she's which, okay, I kinda like and dislike where this is going because what's positive is she's gonna have to have some type of journey that doesn't include him, which is gonna
Yes.
grow her character, whether she
Yes.
likes it or not.
Absolutely. She needs
But
it.
also, I feel like I wanna feel more strength in the bonds between them, which is gonna be hard to do if the author spends half the next book trying to get him awakened. I don't know. So I guess we're gonna see how much time the author wants to spend on that storyline.
Have some telepathy or something going on, or at
Mhm.
least like a connection, hopefully maybe through the wolves. Like he can use his wolf to kind of talk to her wolf to talk to her, maybe something like that.
But he'd have to be conscious for that in some kind of
Yeah.
way.
I mean, if he's a conscious inside his mind, inside
Mhm.
his coma,
Mhm.
something could happen.
Yeah. I
Because he
don't
did
know.
hear her voice there at the end,
He
like,
did.
not on that last page, but he heard her screaming for him in his mind, and then everything went dark, so maybe I'm hoping they can at least talk and banter and have sex through telepathy.
Well, that was a fun scene. So, since you brought it up, what'd you think about the sex scenes in this book?
Okay.
Mhm.
They
That's what I
were
thought.
mid,
Mhm.
but also, like, I have such a high threshold for sex scenes that I'm like, "Oh, yeah,
Mhm.
this is cool." And somebody else will be like, "This is the hottest thing I've ever read." And I'm like,
Well, it's
"Really? Like, this is
definitely
so
not
vanilla."
super hot. It's
Like, it wasn't
definitely
hot, no.
no, I think it was fun. It was fun. It was cute. He's got some skills. That's great. But nothing too kinky, nothing too anything. So it's
Do
definitely
they
in the
get kinky
safe
later?
maybe, but it's in the safe zone for of sex zone scenes if you want to put it that way. You know, nothing that would be adverse to anyone, I don't think.
Yeah.
Which I don't hate. I mean, as long as I feel like the passion is there and I believe the connection between them, I'm okay with those kind of scenes. You know, they don't have to be extra over the top. Not everyone has to be kinky. So, at least for me anyway, I'm okay with it.
So,
Yeah.
did you believe that they were in love? Like, did you believe their passion? Because normally that's something you nitpick with every couple is, like, you want to believe that they're
Uh-huh.
in love.
So no,
Did you feel it?
I don't believe they're in love right now, but I think they're definitely in lust because it's come up before where, you know, she's looking at him, she like, you know, he's looking at her. So I definitely believe that they actually, you know, I think also kind of like, to be honest, one of the reasons I like fated mates when done right is because it also helps strengthen the case for them being in so much lust so quickly.
Yes.
So yeah, I believed that the cold tether, their bond, is kind of pushing this along, but I don't think they're quote unquote in love. I think there's some infatuation and definitely they're attracted to each other. They're two good looking people. So yeah, I believed it at surface level, if that makes sense. Like she still doesn't know him that well and vice versa at that point. So in love is kind of not the right word I would use.
Yeah. They're just together.
Yeah, like you're just really starting to know this guy's been a week. Dude, it's been a week, right?
Exactly.
So you could be in lust in a week for sure. You could be in lust in a day.
Oh, yeah. And she did start lusting after a day. She was like, "He's hot. He's an asshole, but he's hot."
Yeah. She's like, why does he have to be like this? Like, could you just be
Mhm.
regular shit? I mean, my gosh. But yeah, she's obviously attracted to that. She likes his attitude, even though she kind of acts like she doesn't. She does like it. So I believe it. So I was okay with it. What about you?
Yeah. I believe it. Like,
Hmm.
it felt authentic to them. Liked that so one of my favorite micro tropes was the "you can't fall in love," and then they're forced to share a single bed in a hotel room or an
Yeah.
inn. And I was like, oh, of course they're falling in love right now because everybody just said don't fall in love and now they have to share a bed.
Yeah.
He did leave her. So it wasn't like a full night's sleep. But
Actually, it was kind of funny how they did the forced proximity. They're like, oh, well, her legs, she can't really move for the next 8 hours. She's like sitting around, like basically numb from the waist down because, she got something in her leg. I think he
stabbed with a piece
stabbed
of
in the
metal.
leg. She gets up and she tries to head for the bathroom and almost falls on her face, but he helps her not, face plant. So I'm like, oh, it's cute. It's fine. Even though he didn't really sleep in the bed. He was on the floor and
Yeah.
then like the
He was
spider
on the
freaked him
floor and then
out,
he's
which
like,
was
"Ah, now I'm leaving."
hilarious. Yeah, he's like, spider. He's freaked out.
But his fear of spiders made me laugh. I know I
Yeah.
shouldn't, but it made me laugh.
Did his story of why he's scared of spiders make you feel like, okay, maybe it's not so funny. I understand.
Yeah, no. I
Yeah.
was like, I'm a terrible, terrible person for laughing.
I
But
laughed.
also
You're not, because I laughed too. I'm like, oh my
okay,
God.
good.
I
See,
laughed.
this is why we're friends.
Yeah.
This is why we're friends. We laugh at the same stuff.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, that shit was funny. But then to find out, oh, that's what happened to you. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, that is tragic. That is terrible.
Yeah. I mean, even Willow was like, "Oh, dang. Yeah, I'm sorry for making fun of you." She did. She tried to, it's just a spider. She's like, it's so funny. Like, actually, the author did a good job with some of the comic relief here and there. So
Mhm.
that was good. A good
Yeah. Oh,
addition.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Let's see. What else? What else should we get into?
Well, okay, so one of my nittiest of pickiest was the short chapters.
Okay.
And really in the beginning, these chapters were just too short for me. And
Mm-hmm.
I know he texted you at one point. I was like, I'm on page 30. It's now chapter 9. I've only had one chapter from Kaz and 8 chapters from her. And that was annoying me at the time.
Mm-hmm.
It got better as the book went on. Like there were longer chapters. There was more back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, why am I on chapter 9 on page 30? Like,
Yeah.
that seems way too fast.
Yeah.
We should
I
be
would
doing
agree.
more longer chapters here.
Mhm. I think she was trying to hurry up and get to the good part.
She was, but
Yeah.
also, like, don't give me a 2-page chapter if you're trying to get to the good part. Like,
Yeah.
is this chapter even necessary?
No, probably
Which
not.
most of them, they were moving the plot along, but it was
Mm-hmm.
also just like, why are you having so many short chapters? Give me something juicier.
Right. I agree. I agree with that sentiment at the beginning, especially. But I like that we got 2 POVs.
I love that.
That
I love that
helped.
we were in his head. Yes.
I think that actually helped me believe the couple more as well. Because
Absolutely.
if it's only from her, I'm like, how do you know this guy even likes you? He's such an asshole.
Right?
But
He's such an asshole. But when we're in his head, he's yearning and
yeah,
love too.
yeah. He's like, I shouldn't like this woman. She needs to get the fuck out of here
Mm-hmm.
now. um But also from like the audiobook standpoint, because I had the audiobook and the Kindle, so I was doing some
Okay.
immersive reading and then I was just doing some reading and some listening. But I love that when they pick 2 narrators and a man and a woman, not a woman reading for both. And
Ugh,
so,
yes.
yeah, so Shane East, his voice is really good. He has a really, really great voice. And I think Aura Nash, I think that's how you say her name. I wish she had. So some chapters she sounded more grown up. In some chapters she sounded more youthful, almost like teenage. It's weird the way that Willow's voice seemed to change slightly depending on the chapter. And I think I didn't like that. I don't
That would
know.
annoy me. Like if her tone changed to youthful, because she was in her 20s. Like, she
Yeah,
was
like
a
not even
full-grown
21.
adult.
We're talking closer to 30 than, than
Yeah.
20.
Closer to 30 than to 19.
Yeah, so and I'm not sure why that is. Like I said, some chapters she seemed more mature in her speaking, and then she wouldn't all of a sudden. Not like she seemed childlike, but it's just
Mhm.
something changed, and I did notice it. I'm like, oof, I don't know what happened there. Shane East was pretty reliable.
That's
So
good.
that
That's
narrator was
good.
reliable as Cass. So, and that breaked up the monotony. I love to hear a man's voice duet style
Mhm.
with a woman. So it's great.
Yes, absolutely. 100%.
Yeah. So that really helped, I guess, boost things up a little bit more. Like, okay, good job there. Good job selecting them because it looks like the author
Mm.
did her own audiobook. You know,
Ooh, love that.
I guess she picked the people and everything because there's no publisher on there. And I'm thinking the publisher for her actual book is probably her company, if I had to take a
Mhm.
guess.
Probably.
So I don't know why this wasn't picked up mainstream. It's good. It's up
It's
to the
really good.
It's
Yeah.
like better than some of the stuff that's out here. So
Mhm.
I don't know.
Absolutely.
Criminally underrated, I think. So,
Absolutely.
mhm. Let's see. What else? Maybe we should rate it. What do you think? You
Let's
ready?
rate it. Yeah.
Okay, so Vicious Bonds. How did you rate it, Casey?
So I put it at a 3.5 because it's good. It's not great, but it's good.
Mhm.
But because you won't let me do the half star, I'm going to round up to
Correct.
a 4 because
Okay.
it's good. It's a really solid book. I'm excited for book 2. I really enjoyed these characters. I don't trust any of the side characters, but that's a me thing.
Mhm. Okay, I'm like right there with you. But I said I was waffling. It was between the
Uh-huh.
3 and the 4. But even though, I have my issues with Willow, I'm still going to give it the 4. I feel like
Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised. I feel like
Mhm.
this is a stronger start that I've had to a series,
In a while.
fantasy series in a while. So
Yeah.
I'll give it the credit. I mean, I got through it pretty quickly. It wasn't dull. I was entertained, and I'm rooting for the couple. I want them to end up together and no one dies.
Mhm. Same. Same. Absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm really excited. I'm like, yes, I think we started the new year with a good one.
We did. I think that I have hopes for this
Yeah,
series and this year.
yeah, because
I
I'm
hope I'm
like,
not jinxing myself. Knock on wood.
knock on,
I'm
look,
not
here's the wood,
jinxing
knock on wood. I got it for both of us because and honestly, this wasn't even the pick for the beginning of the year. So what had happened was I had selected something else and then it was discovered it wasn't a finished series. I was so mad. I thought it was like 2 books and then it came out, no, there's more. I said, well, that's out because, I don't like to do unfinished series. So I
Yeah.
bumped
Oh,
this,
absolutely not.
but Shannora Williams was already on the list. I had selected her, but maybe I thought I would save it for later. But I'm like, well, I
Mhm.
know this is finished. Let's pull it up. And that's what we did. Um, I even asked on Patreon, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to ride this out and come back around since I already announced it? Or do you want something new? And it won out that people want to get the completed series. So people think how I do on the Patreon. Because, yeah, I'm like, I don't want to start something and then can't finish it till the end of the year or something. That's just, yeah. So I'm glad we did it. I'm glad we pulled it up.
Me too.
I'm glad
I'm glad
yeah,
you picked this. Take full
yeah.
credit for this. Take full credit.
Thank you. Thank you. Hope it keeps up. I mean, honestly, the ratings are great. The ratings
Mhm.
are solid, but they're not that many. Again, I don't know why people aren't talking about this on TikTok. Like,
I don't
why?
know. Like this is a really good romantasy series.
Mm-hmm. It's
It's
on
really
par with
good.
everything else that people are talking about, maybe even a little better.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, well,
We'll
hopefully
see.
we'll get some people to read it. So,
Hopefully. Yes.
yeah, because it definitely deserves a try, if nothing else. All right,
Absolutely.
so let's see. Next month, we are going to do book 2, which I can't even think of the name right now. So let's take a quick peek. Tether Trilogy Book 2 is called Wicked Ties. Oh, yeah. The ratings are, even right now, the ratings are 4.19 out of 5. I'm excited for that. And of course, there's not that many people reading it. There's like 1,500 ratings. I'm so confused by this on Goodreads. I am confused. I don't know why people aren't reading this, but hopefully we'll bring new readers to Shannora Williams because she deserves them.
She deserves them. Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to end things there. Thanks for listening to this entire episode. We appreciate you for doing that. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. And we'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Did you enjoy today's episode? If so, please head over to Apple Podcast or Spotify and leave a positive 5-star review. It's a simple action that makes a big difference. You can also like this episode on your favorite podcast player or share it with your fellow bookworm friends on social media. Joining the Shelf Addiction Patreon family is another way to support us. For as little as $2 a month, you can help our team create even more amazing bookish content. If Patreon isn't your thing, consider becoming a supporter on the Spreaker app for just $5 a month and gain access to exclusive audio-only content. You can find me everywhere, including Instagram, X, and TikTok under the handle Shelf Addiction. Join our book club of the same name on the book club's website and app, where we discuss all things bookish and more in a safe space. The Shelf Addiction podcast is a part of the Nerdy Maven Network. Thanks for tuning in.